In this video for Positive Maths, we're going to go through the basics of what we need to know for trigonometry. So first of all, we're going to be dealing with right angle triangles. They're very easy to work with as they have a number of known properties and relationships. And the most useful of these are the trigonometric ratios. The first thing we need to be able to do is label the right angle triangle in relation to the angles. I'm going to identify the angle that we're going to use. We're going to use this acute angle A. The first side that we can always identify straight away and doesn't depend on the angle is the hypotenuse. So this is always the side that's opposite the right angle. The next side that I'm going to identify is the opposite side. So this is opposite to the angle that we've identified. So it's opposite A. And the last side is the adjacent side. So adjacent can mean beside. So it's the side beside the angle, but the side that's not the hypotenuse. So it's really important that we're able to label a right angle triangle based on the angle that we're given. As I said, the hypotenuse will always be the same. The opposite and the adjacent will depend on the angle. So for example, if I identify this angle up here, the angle B, well then this is going to become the opposite side. So that's opposite to B. And this is going to become the adjacent side. So it depends on the angle. So to recap, we have our opposite, we have our hypotenuse, and we have our adjacent in relation to our angle A. Now that we've identified these sides, we use these sides for sine, cosine, and tan. So sine of A, first of all, this is equal to the opposite side over the hypotenuse. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, and tan is opposite over adjacent. One of the most popular ways of remembering this is to think so, ka, toa. So sine opposite hypotenuse, cosine adjacent over hypotenuse, and tan opposite over adjacent. By the time you get to problem solving, you will know these off by heart. But if not, you can always double check them on page 16 of the log tables. So it gives us on that page a right angle triangle with sides labelled A, B and C. And then it tells us sine A, cosine A and tan A. For more information, visit PositiveMaths.ie, email us at info@PositiveMaths.ie and follow us on Facebook and Twitter.